Hi guys, I'm Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a first impression slash haul. So I've just gone to Walmart and buy a lot of makeup because I really don't know why, but I wasn't inspired with what I have, even if I had a lot. I know. But yeah, so I bought some few stuff that I'm gonna try here. It's not new, but it's new for me, so before to jump into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social media. So without further ado, let's jump into this. So first, like you can see, I already do my brows, so I use my e.l.f. pomade. So the first thing is a e.l.f. primer. So I don't have any eye primer from the drugstore, I think. So mostly I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Ice Primer and the MAC Paint Pot one. But like I said in my few last video, it's a little bit too dark for me, so I need a new one. But I don't have any drugstore primer, so I hope this one's gonna... Oh, I have the Wet n Wild primer. Yeah, I forgot about it. It's pretty much a good primer. It's a translucent primer, so if you want a base to hide your veins and everything, it's not the good one. But the eyeshadow is gonna stay longer on your eyes. It's very good for that, but it's like no color in it. So this one, I don't know if it yeah, no, it's sheer. So this one is the same thing. I was thinking it's gonna be this color, but no. I'm just gonna apply this on my lids and blend with... I'm just gonna blend this with this flat brush. I'm not gonna apply a lot because it's not that good to apply a lot of product. I don't know why. On this eyes it's pretty much okay, but on this eyes it's balled up a little bit, like. So next, I bought two stuff again from e.l.f. So this is an bite-size eyeshadow in the shade Truffle. So I love this kind of shade, and this one is so beautiful. And I also bought a liquid glitter eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Copper Pop. And I also bought two brushes again from e.l.f. So this is the blending eye brush and the eye crease brush. So first I'm gonna go into the lighter shade. So the brush is really good, but it's not the good brush for what I want to do. So I'm gonna need a more fluffier brush. So maybe like a MAC 217. And I'm gonna fluff. These shadows are really good. They are super pigmented, they are not patchy at all, and they blend, at least this color, wow. Really, really, really good. Look at this. It's taken me like 30 seconds. They are a little bit of kickback in the pan, but for me it's not really big stuff. Like almost all the palettes have kickback, so I'm gonna go into the more not the black one, but a little bit more darker shade. So the little brown, I'm just gonna put this on my other eye. I'm not gonna go to do like something super crazy. I just want to try everything. Okay, this shadow, it's a little bit less pigmented than the other one, so you're gonna need to a little bit pack this one. So the more darker brown is not as pigmented as the other, but you can work pretty much very well with it. So like for $4, I don't know, maybe if the primer under that doesn't pick up the shade enough and everything, so maybe I'm gonna try with another primer. So now I'm gonna go into the black. I'm gonna first go in my lash So the black is not super black. This works for me for the look that I want. But if you had this palette and you want a super black smoky eyes, just take an eye pencil, like a black eye pencil, and put that under the shade, and it's gonna look pretty much super black. I really love those brush, really. I really love also this palette because you can do almost all kind of look, like natural look, neutral look, but like you can just put this one for daytime, like a really blow off in the crease and all over the lids. You can add a little bit of the darker brown to add a little bit of dramatic into your look. And if you go nights out, you can go with the black and this silver shade right here that I love the silver shade. This is mostly why I bought this palette, because of this. It's not like a silver, it adds a little bit of a warmth in it, so it doesn't gonna look like whole silver, you know what I mean? And the brush, I really love them. So for the rest of my eyes, I'm gonna use this glitter shadow right here. I hope it's gonna look good because I really love my look right now. Oh, it's small. I thought it's gonna be like a little bit bigger, but it's super small. Okay, they are pretty much looking a little bit like the Stila glittery shadow, but they are not as pigmented as the Stila one. I'm just gonna put a little bit and just I love it. I really love these glitter, so I love the shade in it because it's pretty much like gold and coppered, and I had some silver sparkle a little bit, and I love that it's not super I don't want to say pigmented, but you can't see through them, so that way you can do like a wash out of glitter like I do. Oh, I really love this look. The only downside of it, it's super small. Like I thought, because the packaging was like this, so I really thought it was gonna be the same length as the box, but not really. So with the silver eyeshadow, I'm gonna use it in my inner corner when I'm gonna do my when I'm gonna do my foundation and everything. So I'm gonna use this beautiful shade for sure. So now for my foundation, first I'm gonna prime my skin, and I bought the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So this is supposed to be a dupe from the Tatcha An Arm and Legs Silk Canvas. So this is the Putty Primer. Doesn't scent anything, and it's pretty much the same thing when I touch it. So I'm just gonna put this where I had some few, oh my god, my dark circles. So I'm mostly gonna put this on my T-zone. So I really love it. First, so I'm gonna use my foundation to see if the primer is really good. So for my foundation, I bought the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. So this had hyaluronic acid and collagen. I don't know if I say it okay. So I love that this foundation had hyaluronic acid. I hope the shade's gonna match me. Oh gosh, this is gonna look a little bit too dark for me. So I also love that this foundation had a pump, Maybelline, thank you. And this is a glass foundation, so it's pretty thick, like you can see. Oh gosh, it's gonna be dark. Why? So I really love the Fit Me foundation from the drugstore, again from Maybelline. The only downside of this foundation is it don't have a pump, but the finish of it, it's so beautiful. So I'm really happy to try this one. I saw it on YouTube, but I didn't remember if people like it or not. So I first apply a light layer on my skin, and the coverage is pretty much good. I'm gonna say it's so... I bought it a little bit too dark, so be kind with me, guys. I don't know if it's my local Walmart, but they don't have a lot of shade. Like maybe 10. I don't know if it's Maybelline or if it's my local Walmart who doesn't add like the darker shade, because I don't remember like super darker shade. So it's oxidized a little bit on my hand, but I really love the finish of this foundation a lot. It looks super glowy, so keep that in mind if you're a very oily person. This is a tongue twister. So it's super glowy. I don't know if you can see it. It's oxidized, keep that in mind. But the finish of it is very beautiful and it looks like skin. I didn't apply a lot, so I'm gonna try to apply another layer. It's super glowy. It's super dark. I can see my demarcation. Wow, the foundation looks flawless, really. It really looks like real skin. I love this foundation. On my chin is always the worst part on my chin, and it looks so good. And on my forehead, it looks like I don't have any foundation on. And it covers up pretty much a lot of stuff. Like I had this big pimple right here that it's covered up. Those are more hardcore pimples, so I'm gonna need a little bit of help to cover them up. A very good foundation, and this on more matured skin, this is gonna look flawless. For my concealer, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and this is super white because I bought this on winter time and I never tried this. So yeah, it's gonna look weird with my dark foundation on. Oh my god, it's gonna look so freaking white. Am I beautiful? So I'm just gonna go into my dark, very dark circles. Okay, you don't need a lot, so don't go with the big triangle. You don't need them because this stuff covers everything. And this is way too light for me with this foundation. And it's dry pretty fast. Don't wait too much. So I need to set my concealer, but I don't have any powder, new powder, so I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me. So I also bought a new stuff for blush. So this is the Maybelline Cheek Eats. So it reminds me a lot of the Glossier Cloud Paint, I think it's called. And I bought mine in the shade Nude Burn. So for bronzer, I'm gonna go with my Fenty one. I'm a little bit scared because this is shimmery. I'm just gonna go one side first. I'm gonna take this. Maybe not. So the shimmery stuff kind of disappear when you blend it, but it's pretty warm, and you really need to add like a flat stiff brush to blend this stuff because the product doesn't want to really move, and it's super warm, this shade, so you're not gonna contour with this. It's not my favorite formula to work with, and it's the shade look pretty much like I had a sunburn. So now I'm gonna go with my blush. So like I said, this is in 15 Nude Burn, so it's super thick, like you can see. I'm gonna first go with my hands. I'm not gonna apply too much. So it doesn't mix well with the powder. Use this blush before powder, because right now, right there, when the powder was not so good, but otherwise it looks really good and I love the shade. And this even on bare skin, just with some primer, this gonna look good, but on powder, oh no. So I'm gonna go with this shade right here. I'm just gonna put a little bit. This shade is stunning, really good shade. So I'm just gonna quickly do my under eyes super quick and put some put some mascara on, and I will be right back. So that's it for my eyes. I didn't apply falsies just because, like I said, it's almost midnight, so I just wanted to leave this like this. I love this eye look so much, and with eyelashes this looks gonna be super sexy. I really love this eye look. I'm gonna recreate this for sure. I'm gonna go into highlights. So I bought this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight powder in the shade Blossom Glow. So I already have Crown with my Canopy, I think, but this shade is just way too dark for me. But the highlight is really beautiful, so I really want to try another shade if I can open this stuff. Oh, it have a pink shift in it. Like, it really looks like skin, but it had a pink shift. Why I bought this one? I thought it's gonna be like a light champagne shade, but it's pretty much pink. God damn it. Like, I applied way too much. The glow is just out of this world. It looks like a super high-end product. So, sorry, keep that in mind that this shade has some pink in it, and you don't need to apply as much as I apply myself. I apply a little bit too much. So now I'm gonna quickly line my lips. So this is my MAC Whirl pencil. So for my lips, I'm gonna go with this Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the shade Seduction. It smells so good. I really love this shade. It's super comfortable on the lips. I'm gonna wait and see how it's dry. And to finish, finally, a setting spray. So this is a Dewy setting spray by e.l.f. So this had coconut in it. So if you had some breakouts with coconuts, don't use this stuff. So I never try these setting mist from e.l.f. So this is infused with coconut and gonna leave me with a dewy finish, even if I don't need one because this foundation had a dewy finish. Oh, the mist is aggressive. So I'm gonna do that. Oh no, my mirror was clean. I'm gonna do that far away from my face. Oh gosh, it's not a fine mist at all. And it really leaves my face pretty much dewy, but not sticky. So my final verdict about everything. First, these three stuff from e.l.f. I love them so much. So I really love this primer. My pores are looking so small right now, and I'm pretty much a big pore bitch, really. So this, I really love this one. So the foundation, the only downside is my fault. I didn't buy the good shade for me, so I bought a little bit like a darker shade. So the Dreamy Radiant Foundation. Like the name said, it's pretty much really radiant, and yeah, I love this foundation. It reminds me of CoverGirl Vitalis Elixir foundation. The concealer, I really love it, even if it's a little bit lighter for my taste right now, but it's covered a lot. My dark circle are pretty dark, and it's covered almost everything, and I didn't do any color correcting under. So for my Fenty stick, I don't know, man, the cheek stuff, I don't know, it looks like it disappeared. Is it me or not? First, you need to put this before powder, otherwise everything's gonna look like a mess. I had a little bit of powder right here, and I put the blush over it, and it doesn't look good at all. It looks super patchy, and I don't know, it looked like it disappeared. This one is more like blinding highlight. Like you can see, it's really there. I love it so much. My lips, it's not transfer proof, like you can see. It's pretty matte, but it's not drying on the lips. So this on the more winter time is gonna be so comfortable on the lips, because it's not drying, and it's not like, it's pretty much like a lipstick kind of feeling on my lips. So that's it, guys. It was a long video, but we came through together. I don't have anything else to say besides I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.